because God's people might associate with traitor is apostate, persons who were once our brothers or sisters, but turned against Jehovah and his organization. In a number of countries in Europe and Asia, apostates have joined forces with other opponents of truth, speaking outright lies to the authorities, with a view to having Jehovah's Witnesses banned or restricted. How sad. If these actions by such traitors sadden us, how then must Jehovah feel? How will he thwart such schemes? To find out, let us examine the story of a traitor named Ahithophel. Ahithophel was King David's personal advisor. His wise counsel was esteemed as if it were the direct word of Jehovah. Not only did this once close companion advise Absalom to violate his father, David's concubines, he acted as ringleader in Absalom's plan to overthrow his father's throne. Let's read about this in 2 Samuel chapter 17. Let's read verse 1 through 4. There it says, Ahithophel then said to Absalom, "Please let me choose 12,000 men and rise up and chase after David tonight. I will come upon him when he is weary and powerless, and I will throw him into a panic. And all the people who are with him will flee, and I will strike down only the king. Then I will bring all the people back to you. The return of all the people depends on what happens with the man you are seeking. Then all the people will be at peace." The proposal was just right in the eyes of Absalom and all the elders of Israel. As you can imagine, David was devastated when he found out. Let's read his plea to Jehovah at 2 Samuel chapter 15. Let's read verse 31. There it says, David was then told, "Ahithophel is among those conspiring with Absalom." At this David said, "Turn, please, the advice of Ahithophel into foolishness, O Jehovah." How did Jehovah respond? Turn with me to 2 Samuel, and let's continue reading at verse 32. There it says, when David came to the summit where people used to bow down to God, Hushai the Archite was there to meet him, with his robe ripped apart and dirt on his head. However, David said to him, "If you go across with me, you will be a load on me. But if you return to the city, and you say to Absalom, 'I am your servant, O king. I was the servant of your father in the past, but now I am your servant,' you can then frustrate the advice of Ahithophel for me." As we see here, Jehovah thwarted this bold scheme by causing the counsel of Hushai to be followed instead of Ahithophel's. What became of Ahithophel? Let's read the outcome at 2 Samuel chapter 17. Let's read verse 23. There it says, when Ahithophel saw that his advice had not been acted on, he saddled a donkey and went to his house in his hometown. After he gave instructions to his household, he hanged himself. So he died and was buried in the burial place of his forefathers. What can we learn from the story of Ahithophel? When it comes to protecting his people and carrying out his will, Jehovah's hand is never short. Just as he thwarted the schemes of the traitor Ahithophel, Jehovah will thwart the schemes of any who try to harm his loyal worshippers or prevent them from carrying out his will.